Hello everyone, my name is Basti and I'm an independent trader with years of experience in the crypto markets. If you're looking for the latest information for daily chart analysis, and if you're looking for trading predictions as well as trading news, then you've come to the right place. Let's go. Good morning and welcome back to the channel. It's nice to see you here today. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you always stay up to date. And as you can see on the screen, there is this new project on Twitter, and we opened a page for it. It's called Trade Mania, and if we do reach 1,000 followers, then we will give more information as to what this project is going to be all about. And every time we reach another 1,000 followers, then we'll continue to reveal even more regarding this new project. So let's move on to the chart analysis. We find ourselves on the 1-hour chart for Bitcoin, and as you can see, there's a rising wedge pattern that is forming, and this pattern has a higher probability of breaking out towards the upside. Their target price would be at around $45,732 US. Do keep in mind that this is the weekend and it can get very volatile. Of course, if we do manage to break out in the price, then there could be a gap that needs to be closed or that should be closed once the week starts again. So that is if we do manage to go back to our previous high here. One way we can trade this, of course, is once we see a retest, open a long position that could take us to the upside. However, we do have two very strong resistance levels. One that we can see here, that was resistance, and resistance. The very top at $44,357 US, and a smaller resistance here at $42,670 US. So that is something to keep in mind for this weekend. Also, we can see that the volume keeps decreasing, which for me, it just means that we can expect the price to continue moving lower this weekend. If we do have a breakout, then our target price would be the one I already mentioned up here. Down here, we still have our 42,000 US support line that until the moment has been holding strong. In fact, if we scroll or if we zoom in a little more, we can see that indeed it has been a very good support until now, and that is holding. And if we do break out, then that's a very good opportunity for a long trade. The next support line we find at around $40,800. As you can see here, this would be then our consolidation area. Also today, I wanted to go over the news. As you can see, the tensions between Russia and the Ukraine and basically the rest of the Western world are getting higher every day. So I want to take a look at that. And also, the Federal Reserve of the United States has called for an emergency meeting this coming Monday. So if we take a look at their website, we can see that, let me go and open it real quick. Yes, here. We can see they posted the press release, and the meeting will take place at around 11:30 a.m. local American time. And so I made an outline or an overview of what the meeting is supposed to be about. The post reads, "It is anticipated that the closed meeting of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System on Monday will be held under expedited procedures as set forth in the section 261B.7 of the board's rules regarding public observation of meetings at the Board of Offices at the 20th Street or the 6th Streets and so on. And here, review and determination by the Board of Governors of the advance and discount rates to be charged by the Federal Reserve banks." Meaning they're going to be talking about when they're going to be raising the interest and by how much they're going to be raising them. So what that means is the last time that they had such an emergency meeting to discuss this subject, it was on November, at the end of November 2015. And what happened right after that was that once they had the meeting, they did raise the interest rates for the first time since May 2006. So in other words, we do have to pay attention on Monday at 11:30 American time, of course, to see what comes out of that meeting, what they say, because of course, whatever they do decide, and if they say, okay, we're going to raise the interest rates one whole percentage, so from 0 to 1%, then that of course is going to have a short-term effect on the markets, and that of course means for Bitcoin as well. So now, if you were to ask me, my personal opinion is that I think this will have a negative impact overall on the markets, at least for the immediate future. And as you know, the price of Bitcoin correlates to how the traditional markets also perform. They are basically the ones that mark in which direction everything goes. So should the Federal Reserve decide to raise the interest rates not incremental as they initially had planned, but in one push, basically, then of course that is going to have a negative impact on the price of Bitcoin as well. Now, on a different note, and I know a lot of people don't like to talk about this, but it is something that is important, especially if we are talking about the stability of the markets, and that is that the US has now sent 3,000 new soldiers to Poland. And even there are reports that the Secret Service from the country of Norway, as well as the American one, have decided or have said that they found information that Russia is indeed planning an invasion on the Ukrainian territory, that they even have a specific date for that. And so that, of course, means that the tensions are rising. And one could say even that the Secret Service knows, of course, way more than they're even saying. So this is definitely a piece of information or news that is very relevant to all of us in many areas. So it's definitely something to keep present. Also, in addition to that, over the weekend, there's going to be a phone call between both presidents of the United States and Russia. This initial call was supposed to be done this coming Monday. However, they pushed it over the weekend. So hopefully, of course, we all wish that things remain cool, that the thing doesn't escalate even more than it already is. But we just have to wait and see what comes out of their conversation this weekend and see how the whole situation evolves. Now, if we go and look at the price of Ethereum, we see that we find ourselves at the moment under a $3,000 US line, but there could be this W pattern that could also be a double bottom. And if it is, once we get over the neckline here, then that could bring us back over the $3,000 price line. However, this has been support and resistance already before, so it could once again be resistance for us. It is nice to see, however, that our support line here was it held very strongly, and for those of you who are new to the channel, you can see that this support line was resistance already before for the price of Ethereum. So it is nice to see that at the moment it has become support. Should that be the case, then we can expect that the price here goes back up towards the upside. We do, however, have to be careful, because if the price breaks down and we go back to our support at 2,815 US dollars, which is this green line here, then that could push the price lower to our 2,500 US dollar support line. And so if we also look at how the altcoins are performing, you can see that yesterday they also start dropping very, very sharply. Again, the usual situation comes to play every time that Bitcoin pushes the price down. However, if we look at Dome, and here it will be interesting to see what you guys think. If you want a special video dedicated to just the price of Dome and how it is behaving, let me know. Hit the like button. That way I know that you guys would like to see that. I'll be very happy to do that for you guys. And as you can see for yourself, this one is performing very differently than the rest of the altcoins. So anyway, but now let's look at the dominance, Bitcoin's dominance. And as you can see, we broke the downtrend and we pushed higher to our 43% line. That's something that I've mentioned already a few times in our video. That means, of course, it is not the altcoin season yet. So be very careful when trading right now. And so the whole situation, I've already explained this a few times in my videos, but it is that every time the Bitcoin performs well, at the moment at least, the altcoins do push upward again as well, but not with so much strength as Bitcoin does. But when Bitcoin falls, then the altcoins completely ignore support lines and volumes and all that, and it's just they push much lower than Bitcoin does. So that's something to at the moment, keep in mind. Of course, to buy, I've always said it is a very good opportunity to buy altcoins right now, but be very careful when trading. And so that is pretty much it that I had for today. Tomorrow we will be having another live stream at 8 p.m. local German time, also in the German language for those of you who speak it. So make sure you do subscribe to the channel. Make sure you keep hitting the like button and let us know what you guys think. Also, make sure you go to our Twitter profile page for Trade Mania so you can join us and help us reach the 1,000 followers so we can reveal more information. My name is Basti. Bye bye.